it is my honor and a pleasure to introduce to you the president of Salesforce, Ms. Suzanne DiBianca.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Thank you to Courtney. I wish I was the president of Salesforce.com, actually. I've had the distinct honor of running the Salesforce Foundation for over 15 years. And really, tonight is about you. It's not about me. I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story, about Salesforce's story, but really we want to get back to celebrating you. So the first thing that I want to say is congratulations, and thank you. And it's a lot of hard work, and I'm really inspired by you. And I also really want to thank all the parents that are here, because I am now the parent of a high school student, and it's not easy. And you have shown a lot of gumption, a lot of commitment. It's not easy also being a high school student. So it's teamwork between your parents, between your own motivation and your teachers, and amazing organizations like GenesisWorks. So it's really our honor to be able to work with you. And Courtney has done such a good job at sort of describing a little bit about who we are. Also, where's Katrina? Katrina, is that how I pronounce it? Katrina? Oh, right there. You're welcome back at Salesforce anytime, just FYI. And I mean that for real. I mean that for real. We'll make that happen for you. And that's part of our model, and part of why I didn't want to forget that. We have, like Courtney said, this 1-1-1 model for philanthropy, which is 1% of our time. We have some employees here who are amazing. This doesn't work without our incredible army of just compassionate, brilliant employees who've given over 1 million volunteer hours back to the community. And our investments. We have given out close to $100 million in grants since we started, and this year we're really able to step it up with GenesisWorks, and that has been great. The way our volunteerism plays out in this organization, we have a board member now who's at GenesisWorks. We've got a lot of mentors who are working one-on-one with your students. And then product. We have 28,000 of our nonprofits that are using Salesforce. So just as it relates to the company, we sort of had a dream, and our dream was really to just build a new kind of a company, which was not just only focused on shareholder value, but that was really focused on all stakeholders. I started when the company was 50 people big. Our CEO said, I want to build a 3-legged stool, a new technology model, which was, software delivered over the internet. It's hard. It's sometimes it's crazy to think about the internet's only been around for 20 years, unheard of in 2000. And he's like, I'm going to build a new business model, subscription, pay as you go. You don't like us, you leave. Very different in the software industry. And then the third leg of our stool was a new philanthropy model. Let's go now. When we're starting our company, let's not do this as an afterthought. Let's make it a core part of our DNA. And so I joined when the company was just nascent. The really cool news about that is that the tech industry is exploding in San Francisco. You guys are getting to work at these companies. And it's becoming more and more a way that next generation companies are doing business, and I'm just incredibly excited about that. Our phone has been ringing off the hook. We've had 500 companies take the pledge this year. And so, our dream was really to kind of throw a stone, and then the ripples is really what we're seeing a lot of this year. So that's very exciting. And I think the last thing I'll say is just a little bit about myself, particularly for the students here. Your stories are very inspiring. I think that, I was thinking about it as I was coming over here. I've been working since I was 14. My first job was bagging groceries at a place called Party Pack. I'm an excellent bagger, if anybody ever needs their groceries. In fact, I never let other people bag my own groceries. And I did every kind of job you could imagine. I babysat, I did a lot of filing, lots and lots of filing. I did telemarketing in college. I tried all kinds of different jobs, but like you, I had to work at a young age. I did not come from a wealthy background. I came from a big Italian family. I have 25 cousins. Most of them are named Joe or Tony, different genders of the same name also. And you know, my brother's one of, my dad is one of 4 siblings. And my grandfather was a barber. And my dad was the first in his family to go to college. And as a result, my brother and I went to college. My 22 cousins, or I sort of lose count, my many other cousins did not go to college. Amazing people, many of them are firemen and police officers. Actually, I have a couple in jail. Sort of runs the gamut. But I had an experience of being the daughter of a first-generation college graduate. And I'll just say, it has made all the difference to me. It's made all the difference, you know, even to my cousins who I inspire, and they're now saving diligently to get their kids through college. It is like a breakthrough moment. There is nothing more important. I had to pay myself to get through college. I mashed together scholarships and loans, and it was all worth it at the end of the day. And I worked all through college. And I actually got this job. I sort of tried everything after college, and I ended up getting my first job moving out to San Francisco just by being a little brave. In fact, there was a lady everything's coming back to grocery stores, but I was in Safeway in the marina, actually, and the woman in front of me was very pregnant. And she was talking to her friend, and she said, I haven't found anybody to cover me for maternity leave, and I don't know what to do. And I was looking for a job, so I sort of tapped her on the shoulder and said, hi, I'm looking for a job, what do you do? And she worked for this nonprofit. That was really interesting. And I went in as kind of administration, I did everything, and I just learned a lot about business. So I think the moral of my story is that it takes courage. Keep an eye out for pregnant women. But really keep your eye on the ball for college. It is just the most important thing. And I know all of you are willing to work hard, willing to do whatever it takes. Just, keep doing more and more of that, and you're going to just get to your dreams and always be good to your parents. So, thank you.